Hey guys, welcome back to Fire on the Hill. My name is Matt. Today we're going to change the slides on my Wolfe Ridge. We have 60 hours on the Wolfe Ridge. We have 40 on this motor, but I had 20 on the motor beforehand, so I have 60 hours total on this machine. And I rarely use the 6-way, maybe 1 or 2 times, and the rest is in 4-way. I state that because the 6-way wears out the slides faster than the 4-way, just because of pressure. But anyways, let's get to it. All right guys, today we are going to change the slides on my Wolfe Ridge log splitter. As you can see right here, there's a lot of play. Oh. A lot of play, and the further out it goes, the more play it's got in it. But they say about 1/4 inch on one side. It's pretty close. So we're gonna go ahead and change them. All we got to do is take the bolts and nuts out of each side, and we can replace the slides. All these are going to be easy to get to, other than the one back here, and I think I'm just going to have to not use an extension on this one, and we'll be good. So the tools for this job is a wrench, an extension, a 3/4 socket, and an adjustable wrench. Obviously you can use other tools, but these are the ones I'm using now for me. First one done. Yeah, these are on here pretty loose. I don't know if they just loosen up over time or that's how loose they need to be, but they're definitely loose. And there we go. I don't know why that one's so hard to take off. Here we go. So this one's got just like this. And it's just like this. So let's get the new ones and compare. Guys, so here is the difference between the new and the old. The old is in the front, the new is in the back. So you can see that lip, like some side, obviously it's because it's wearing even, but look how much difference that is. The middle's not as bad. And then down here it gets bigger difference. And then here's the slide that goes on the bottom. You can see the thickness there where it's wearing right there, because that actually goes underneath the lip right here and holds it on. And then this one slides right here on the edge. So it might not look like a bunch, but I'm sure it's a lot when both sides are missing some. So let's get these changed out. All right, guys, so it's not really hard to figure out how these things go. It's pretty simple. This is the bottom part that the slides sit on, and it just goes underneath. You just take this, put it on there. I mean, it's pretty easy, guys. It's not like these can't go the wrong way, because obviously they can go only one way. So you sit that guy up there, and you take your new guy and line it up as well, and that is just how easy it is. You obviously, this right here, it's not different. It's equally the same on both sides, unlike this side where this side's on the right side versus on the left. This is completely even. So let's get this baby put on there. All right. So I could see that this hole doesn't line up properly, and that's why it was so hard to get in there. So I'm just gonna wiggle it around and hope for the best. There we go. I don't know why this one doesn't line up like the rest of them. So I moved this. If I was gonna do it again, I'd tell you don't move it, because it does affect how you put these in here, because there's a lip over here. I'll show you once I get it in there. This might be too big. There we go. All right, guys, don't make the same mistake I did. You see how there's a lip right here? So you have to have room to put this in between. When I was getting this out right here, it was tough because it wasn't lined up. So I moved my whole thing over, and it messed up the spacing. So that's why I had to move this around to finagle it to get it in there. So if I was gonna tell you, don't make the mistake I did, take it off and leave it just like it was. Don't move it, and it'll make your installation faster. All right, so we got this one in. Let's get this back one in. I guess we'll just put the rest of them in and make it go up. There we go. right, we got one side done. There you go. Some of these bolts were hard to get a wrench on, but I'm sure everyone can find a way if they don't have the right one. We just want to make sure that everything is even back there. Yep, everything looks good, so move to the next one. All right, guys, on the other side, I didn't find the need to push this out because I was able to get everything. I mean, obviously it'd be easier now to get to it, but I didn't have to. With this one, I couldn't get my wrench in here. It was too awkward, so I just extended this out. The reason I didn't do it before is because I didn't have to, but also always one of these bolts are going to be hard to get to, so I was like, there's no reason to screw with it. But this is definitely a must-have to get this one, so we're going to do it like this for this side. Bolts are out. This thing should just slide out just like that. So this side is not as near as bad as the other side, probably because I'm on a hill sometimes and it wears one side out other than the other. Like this is smooth compared to that's the old one. Look how when that one was definitely rubbed quite often. So let's see the difference between the two. This is a new one. Old, new. Yeah, see, this one's pretty much even. Yeah, that one's pretty much even. I mean, you see it's got some wear right there. It's got some wear right there. But this one's not too bad. It just wore right there. All right, guys, just like the last one, you can't really mess it up. This one goes on the bottom, the long one. This one goes on the left side of this side, and it just goes up in there. So it's kind of nice having that right there because it holds it for me. So that's kind of cool. All right, we're all done. We got it all tightened up. Let's see how she works. All right, guys, we're all fixed up. All the cracks are gone on the side, so we're good to go. So guys, it was a really easy process. All I gotta do is unbolt some bolts and put the new slides in. One thing that I thought about is why couldn't we just flip these over and reuse the other side? That seems like that's possible. If anyone knows why they don't do that, please let me know. I understand that this slide right here can't be reused. So I feel like if you just bought this, you can reuse this, so that can cut down on the price whenever you purchase new slides. Obviously, at Wolfe, they want to get you with everything. It costs more, it sells, you know, we get it. But in reality, you could reuse these and just buy these. That way you wouldn't be, you know, spending more money than you have to. So that's just a thought. If anyone else had that thought, let me know and whatnot. But yeah, guys, super easy. We're good to go again. So thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe. We'll catch you next time.